Welcome back then. Bajaj Electricals is on our radar. Remember, they posted a rather subdued set of numbers. Revenue has declined for the company this quarter. Net profit and EBITDA both have come in a tad bit lower than what the street was working with. We have Mr. Anant Bajaj, the joint MD of the company, who joins in. Hi, Mr. Bajaj. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, looking at your consumer product business, margins at around 4.6%. That's a bit of a bright spot. Is that kind of a number sustainable?
Yes, it's absolutely sustainable. As we've been speaking in many quarters earlier, that our TOC or the RREP program has been a journey where we specifically have knowingly taken a hit on top line to make that range reach expansion happen in the market. And it is a cycle which was going to eventually give us better saliency in the market to really become and really sort of sustain in the market in a bigger way. And to that extent, this is exactly what is happening. And between now and March, we will be implementing the TOC completely across the country. So this will be only probably becoming better, because in the way the market is, we have already got no wholesale dealing directly, and to that extent it's already a lot of the correction which we wanted to do in the market in the way of selling, that has already taken place, and now clearly the traction is coming. And some of the percentage improvement also directly has happened from the GST impact, where we already our suppliers and their sub-supplier had already given us an opportunity by giving better pricing. So to that extent, we got some benefits straight from there. So we didn't really wait for GST to arrive. We took the preemptive plans already in hand. So I think that also has helped us.
Okay. So Anant, just to clarify this, your consumer product segment was down 10% in terms of revenue this quarter, correct? Okay. So that was planned, however, by you? I mean,
but that revenue is... Yeah, because the thing is that as we explained many earlier times, that the revenue, when you're implementing the TOC process, in the first phase there is a little drop in the new markets, and when it's stabilized, it comes back very strong, because by then you have reached out to a larger piece of the market. So like right now, for example, as we speak, we are 108,000 plus outlets. We have real-time data from all over the country. So which is very, very comprehensive in the way we are reaching out to the market, and so it's only going to get better.
All right, it's going to get better.
Right now also we already got approximately 200 distributors.
Right. All right. You know, Mr. Bajaj, we want a couple of details in terms of forward-looking statements. Now, when we started off the year, the consumer products business, what we understood was that it's likely to grow in double digits. Is that still possible? First half of the year, we've seen a bit of a degrowth. And what's going on in the engineering business? So there, I think at the start of the year, we were working with a growth of around 15 to around 20%. Looks rather difficult now. For the year, what kind of numbers can we do from both these two segments?
Right. No, actually, see, in second quarter, we had a lot of impact. I'll first cover the EPC part, because there the uncertainty on some of the GST impact which our government customers were going to give, that clarity we will get in this by the third quarter. So by December will be very clear the level of GST impacts which we will sort of get some benefit, or if it will not come, that will get clear. And also largely as a result of the GST in the second quarter getting understood by everyone, including government, there was a little slowdown in the execution speed, and that will all come back very strong, because luckily now even the Bihar flood issue, I think, is largely sorted out. So therefore now the speed of work will be very, very solid for the remaining part of the year. So I don't really see a problem in achieving the larger goal. But importantly, in the CP part also, because the TOC way has reached out to a larger part, and a lot of them have stabilized for well over a year now. So to that extent, we will see a lot of the growth, and of course the third and fourth quarter in many ways is the quarters for the the consumer products, because the water heaters and the air coolers, fans. So it's the main season time will actually arrive in these 2 quarters, which are third and fourth quarter. So I don't see any reason why we will miss the plan. In fact, we should meet everything what we have already said, and possibly let's see how the market eventually stabilize, because this third quarter will be the real testimony of the GST, how well it is implemented across the country, not only from Bajaj Electricals point of view, but as a country, how they've adapted to GST.
Right.
And that's, I think, will be the, so third quarter, I think, will be the real test for the whole industry as well.
Okay, all right, Anant, we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking to us. So that is the management of Bajaj Electricals, and Dr. Lal, PathLab's numbers, which are just about a single-digit growth and a decline, which is coming on the bottom line. So we'll wait by to see what they've done in terms of volumes this time as well. But that's all the time that we have on the show. Closing bell up next.